Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is Sunday, March 11th at 12:43 hours, and I'm here with my very good friend Enos, and it's not looking good.
I think we need to call a time.
Yeah? Alright, well, time of death is, we'll go for 12:43, and it's proper fucked.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you want to show them what happened?
Well, it looks like someone had changed the head before. Not just the head gasket, but the head itself.
It's not stock?
Nope, the date stamp on that one's 87.
Oh, okay.
So when they changed that out, they probably didn't check the block for flat, and this is what we end up with. Not sure if you guys can see that, but my straight edge is rocking about 10 thou, which we can check right here.
Wow.
What's it supposed to be at?
0 is what it's supposed to be at. You can get away with 2 or 3 even. At 4 you've got real problems, and at 10 you buy a new engine. It's wow.
Done.
Yeah, it's toast, and there's no way. See, this is the engine block. This is the engine. You can actually see the pistons down in the cylinders. This is where your energy comes from. And to sit on top of this, to handle the valves, the intake ports, the exhaust ports, the spark plug, all that happy stuff, we've got this stuck. We've got this, this is the cylinder head. And you can see the valves here and the little tiny holes down here. You can see the spark plugs. They go right there. Okay, and they stick through these holes. That's where your spark plug goes in. And this surface has to be really most sincerely flat, because when the engine works by controlled explosions, okay, the whole cycle here starts with the piston going down. That's suck. That's the intake stroke. And the way that happens is one of the valves opens up. That valve, the clean one, opens up, and it pops in just a little bit, and air sucks into the cylinder. And then the valve closes, and then the piston comes all the way back up, and it creates a very, very high pressure in here. And then the spark plug fires while both valves are closed, and the piston is just past top dead center, and there's a big explosion in here, and that pushes the piston down. And it's an explosion so powerful that that's where all the energy for everything on here comes from. That's what makes the vehicle move, is that piston, that explosion pushing the piston down. So now we've got bang, and then when it goes all the way down, then this valve opens up, and it pushes all the way up, and it pushes all the smoke out, and then they both, well, then this closes, that one opens, and it starts over again. So we get suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Yes, that's the technical term. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Well, for this to happen, because in the real world, you're never going to get that 100% perfectly flat enough to mate to that 100% perfectly flat piece of metal to seal all of those holes. Because it isn't just the explosions, you've got stuff moving through. There's coolant. You can see these holes here are all coolant, and there's oil, and there's things are happening, man. There's a lot going on in there. It's the middle of an engine. So what they do is they add this fabulous thing, which is a head gasket. And they're very, very strong. They've got metal in them and all kinds of composites and just stuff. It's not like a valve cover gasket. A valve cover gasket or even an oil pan gasket are usually just a piece of cardboard because there's no real pressure trying to push out. It just has to get a good mating surface. There's a lot of pressure.
These are slightly coned so that when you compress the head and the block together, it squishes out, so that you've got a really good seal there. It's not just a flat piece.
It's also why you can't reuse them. Once you install this in, and when you put this in, you know how when you change a tire you have to put the bolts on in a certain order? Well, with this, you have to do that, and they have to be torqued down to a very specific torque rating, and you have to walk it all in so that nothing twists or warps. And if you screw anything up, and you have to take that off for any reason, you throw this away. Even if the engine's never been turned on, if it's been in there for 30 seconds, the minute it's torqued down, if it doesn't work, you take this off, you throw it away, you get a new one. Because once it's squished, it won't work again. What has happened is that the engine is so old and has been wickedly overheated and just generally abused, that the block is no longer flat and the head is no longer flat. And what's worse is it's not like they're out like this. They're out like this. They've pulled apart, so we have these huge openings. And it can be fixed. Anything can be fixed. It's just a piece of metal. So what we could do is take that head in and get it machined, and that's $200.
Yeah,
150, 200 bucks, yeah.
there.
This is another 300 probably for a block.
About that. Depends on where you go.
Yep. And they put it in a big milling machine, and and it's a job, and it costs a ton of money, and that is the amount of money that would take and the amount of effort that would take is more than this sad old truck is worth, unfortunately, because I really like this engine. I love the straight six. I just think it's cool as hell. But it's not going to happen. So what is going to happen is, this is my theory. Tell me what you think of this. We have a straight six.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of rare. It's not super rare. I mean, you can get them. But it's kind of rare. It's something a lot of people have never seen.
Most people went with the V8s instead of the 6s. So.
This will never work as an engine again.
Nope. Let's cut it up and make a display piece.
I was thinking an air compressor.
Okay.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It'd be better if the head gasket worked, because then we could actually run it on 4 cylinders and have a 2-cylinder air compressor, which would be really cool. I've seen that done. But we should do something with this. I don't just want to junk it.
Make it into a flower pot.
It's
6 flower pots!
I'm just going to cry a little now. But we have to tell Batman, and he was in a bad mood yesterday, and he's going to be in a really bad mood today. And now we got to get the blue truck working. We've got to get that over here. We got to get this thing hauled off. We got to get the blue truck over here and go to town. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be the next thing. But Batman's truck is dead, and that is sad.
Rest in peace, Lucy.
His good truck. It's a big mess now.
He's going to go piss in her box, isn't he?
Oh, God, he's going to be mad. He's been having a week, too. I mean, the poor guy, I'm trying. I'm really trying. But, damn, I don't know what to do. I can give him a new truck. But it's not the same. It's never the same. He loves this truck. I don't know why, but he loves this truck.
It's his first vehicle, man.
Yeah? Oh, okay, well, that's
he got it for $1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you pay for it. It's your first car.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's like your first girl, man. That's a thing. Oh man. And there's nothing we can do. Because it ain't like we can just really tighten them. Because even if we really tighten them down, we'll just pull the things out or break bolts and.
Put like 5 gaskets in there, right?
Yeah, totally. You just because they're coned, they smash out. You know? Right. You can do a lot with Permatex and Loctite, but there's limits to everything, man.
Yeah, I think it'd just poop it out the side if we tried to Permatex it.
Yeah. It'd run for, and then you'd have blue goop all over the inside of the engine bay.
He'd get home.
There's no reason we can't just put it back together and see what happens.
I mean, it was running
it's
when we
$20
took it
for
apart.
a gasket kit.
It's more than that.
How much?
It's $74.
You want to give it a shot just for shits and giggles?
Sure.
It's just gaskets.
So
it ain't going to be any worse.
Do we want to test our fixturing skills and try and take that little valley out? That'll make it a lot better.
We could fit that in the milling machine. I'd need ISCAR Rick here for that. There's no way we do that without ISCAR Rick.
No?
No, God. But we get ISCAR Rick over here, we might be able to put that in the mill and see what happens. It's not going to hurt it anymore.
No. The big problem is fixturing it, making sure it doesn't move.
Yeah.
After that, it's taking a fly cutter over it.
Yeah, the actual machining's pretty easy. It's getting it bolted down. But ISCAR Rick knows these things. Yeah, I say we call ISCAR Rick.
All right.
Rick, if you're watching, he's in Florida right now, so I don't know. But in the meantime, this sits. Let's put some oil on it and make sure nothing rusts. We'll let it sit a bit. We'll see if Rick wants to do it. We'll give it a shot. He probably will. He'll be like, yeah, hell, what the hell? We'll give it a shot.
What are we out?
Yeah, we're not out anything, and I'll risk $80 on gaskets. We'll give it a shot because if nothing else, it'll be a cool video. Even if it works, we can't trust it.
Right.
But it might get us through a few weeks while we get the other truck going, because that needs transmission mojo in a big way.
Could we steal the transmission out of this and put it in that one?
This is a Ford.
And the other one's an automatic.
An S10.
An S10?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were both
something.
F-150s.
No. No.
Oh.
I mean,
That's bigger than an S10.
okay, it's a little Chevy pickup truck.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was an S10.
It's bigger than an S10. My little white one's an S10.
Okay.
It's a Chevy, and it's also a
Chevy pickup
manual.
truck,
This is an automatic. That's a manual.
This is a manual.
This is,
That's what I'm saying. It's a manual. That one's automatic. I got
That's
it backwards.
automatic?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, we'll get it. We'll give it a shot. We'll try and fix this. We'll see what happens. But at this point, it ain't looking good. I would consider it totally dead. But it's for Batman. We got to give it a shot.